Hey guys, what's going on? Brimstone here, and welcome to another episode of Random Thoughts. I haven't done a video like this in a while, and I felt, you know what, it's about that time. So let's get on the first subject of the night. Well, the Nintendo Switch. Well, you guys saw it. You guys saw it on the show. What did you guys think? Did you guys like it? Is it something that you guys are going to be interested in? I think it's going to be interesting. I think overall people are going to enjoy it, and I think it's not going to be the colossal failure that my fellow gaming enthusiasts are claiming that it might be. I mean, let's be fair, the Wii U was less than abysmal. I enjoyed the console. I actually do enjoy this platform quite a bit. Admittedly, I haven't played it as much as I should. And you know what? I think I'm going to fix that. I think I'm going to start live streaming that again. It's definitely a fun platform. I do suggest you guys, if you guys enjoy Nintendo, of course, to go and try it out if you don't already have one. I mean, I'm sure you could find one for cheap, but neither here nor there. The Wii U wasn't a bad console. It was just poorly supported. And it's a damn shame, too, because the Wii U, I think, had what it took to carry itself properly. It just needed better marketing, and I think people just weren't clear enough as to what it was. Well, that's just what happens, right? I mean, we can't always win them all. Nintendo can't always be on a batting average of a 90 home run hit all the time. They're going to miss a few. GameCube was missed. N64 was a miss at the beginning, but then became a huge success later. I mean, it just happens. These things happen. The 3DS was a huge miss at the beginning, and now look at it. It's like the #1 selling handheld to this day. Well, Nintendo just sometimes they flop, and they sometimes can't help themselves. But I also want to talk about a fellow YouTuber. Me and him recently did a collaborative video recently, and it was a one-on-one with Cyrus, and I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and talk about the video he uploaded about the Nintendo Switch, saying he's actually excited for it and how he might become somewhat of a fanboy. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I know what this is like. I know what it's like to be excited about something new. Everybody gets excited, and you know what? You should. You should be happy that new things are coming around the corner for you as a gamer, and you sure in the hell should be extremely happy for the new experiences that are coming down the pipeline of that console's lifespan. I am really happy for the Nintendo Switch to come out, and I really hope Nintendo does a really good job with it. I, too, am guilty of being pretty overly critical when it comes to my preferred platforms. I'm pretty critical when it comes to Microsoft. I'm pretty critical when it comes to Sony, PC, the whole nine yards. If it's a platform I own, I expect great things. And as should any other gamer on this market right now, we shouldn't just accept things for what they are, because that's exactly how this industry gets away with the bullshit that it gets away with, is because we accept everything and we expect nothing. And it's not something that's healthy. It's not something that is building a strong community. It's not building a great connecting relationship between the industry and its consumers. We just go ahead and gobble up everything. We consume everything, and we don't question it. And then that's why you see a company like Ubisoft struggling, trying to get back on their feet, because guess what? They've been riding the hype train for so many years, they don't know what it's like to try anymore. So of course they're trying to dig themselves out of the grave. You have people like EA that are trying to kind of backpedal from what their original business stances were and be more pro-consumer. And I think that's a good thing. I like seeing companies try to turn it around. And more importantly, I want to see this community get bigger. But my scared part about all of this, including with the Nintendo Switch coming out, is the fanboyism, in which Cyrus Martin actually mentioned in his video. He was saying that he's going to go kind of fanboyish. And I find that to be okay. Like everybody else as well, I find some form of fanboyism over your platforms. It is acceptable. I think it's important that we take a break from always being right and always being factual. I don't think gaming was ever meant to be this. It was never meant to be factual. It wasn't never meant to be logical. It was never meant to be correct. It's gaming. It was always meant to be fun. And sometimes when we do these videos, I think I forget sometimes, and I get wrapped up in these debates. I get wrapped up in these arguments. And I just wonder, like, what the hell am I doing? Did I really get into gaming to be debating people over the internet? I mean, did gaming really become this because that's how we justify gaming now? We don't justify gaming by just playing the games and having fun. No, we justify gaming by fighting each other over preferences and opinions. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot that can actually benefit the community. I have always believed that the more you can educate the community around you, the better the outcome will be in the long run. And that's something that's kind of been my thing. Ever since I started here on YouTube, I've always wanted to try to educate people when it comes to gaming. But when you think about it, really sit there and think about it and reflect about gaming, especially here on YouTube. And you look at where it's at versus what people are doing, like the videos you see on my channel. Was gaming ever really meant to be this way? Was it ever really meant to be a certain point to where you're just fighting to keep your opinion relevant? Since when did gaming become so toxic and corrupt? When did gaming become the very thing that we're always fighting for? Instead of accepting it with one another, instead of combining our ideas to come up with better ideas and come up with new technological advances for gaming to progress forward. I don't see this happening at all because we're so busy fighting with each other. We just don't let anything move forward. And that's why I think some fanboyism, especially if you really enjoy the platform, I think after a while of kind of debating with other people, it really is good for the industry as a whole. I think a certain level of it, though, not when you go full retard into the situation and you just hate other people because they're not gaming on your platform. When you start getting to that point, you're really getting into dangerous grounds. You're getting into a situation that you may not be able to pull yourself out of. And that's not something that is healthy for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, Wii, PC. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. If you start singling out your friends because of the platforms you game on, you're going to be a really lonely person. And that part's not for Sai. I'm just trying to make an overall point. In fact, I'm actually supporting what the man says in his video. I think you should have fun, and I think you should be a little fanboy about it. You know, have your little nudge from here to there with everybody. And that's not just for him, but that's for everybody that's thinking the same thing. Hell, I've done this a few times when I was on the PlayStation thing. You know, I had that thing going on. And you know what? It was a lot of fun back then because we never made it personal. Nowadays, we make it personal, and it's not fun. Gaming needs to be fun again. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you again. Next time, you guys are going to be seeing this Random Thoughts series over there on vid.me. Just type in Brimstone's Gaming in the vid.me search bar, and you're going to see my channel. You're going to see Metroxix under the people that I follow, along with Geek Essentials. You guys come over and check us out over on vid.me. I'm looking into even launching another segment, but it's going to be for vid.me only, and obviously the vid.me users will be able to enjoy that content. However, I will be putting Random Thoughts over there because it doesn't seem like the Random Thoughts over here does very well, and I never really get the feedback from you guys sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this Random Thoughts up, and I hope you guys leave me some feedback down below. Share it around, thumbs it up, and depending on whether or not we get enough of the thumbs up is where I will keep it over here. But there will be a new segment regardless when it comes to the vid.me videos. And I will be keeping Sunday Squad Day over here as well. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, what the hell, Brimstone? Why are you going on to another service? It's just an experiment, guys. Relax, calm down. And if it does pay off in the end that I go and do both services, well, I'm going to keep doing both services. The reason why is because it's really important to me to get the name out there, and I want to be able to grow. And the more I grow, the more you guys will grow as fellow YouTubers, because I'm definitely going to try to help out my community. I'm not one of those that are just going to keep taking from my community and not help it out. So again, thank you guys so much for your time, and thank you so much for your viewership. I hope to keep entertaining you guys in the future. Oh yeah, and stay tuned for tonight's podcast. We haven't really came up with any topics, so if you guys have any ideas for some topics, please leave it in the comment down below. You guys have a great night.